What's up everybody, VHE Tutor here, and welcome back to Half-Life modding in 2022, and now 2023. This episode we are going to show you how to personalize your mod by creating a background in-game for the mod, so a splash screen when you first boot up the mod, and we're going to create an icon in the Steam library. And I have started with Steam off, so that way we don't have to restart Steam during the video. So what we're going to start with is downloading this Steam Splash Creator tool. It allows you to just load an image and make a splash screen out of it, because you have to separate it into 8 different TGA files, but this will do it for you. Now it's not going to make your picture HD because it's an old program, but it will stretch the background no matter what resolution you are on. So I would stick to pictures that aren't super highly detailed. And this is not a tutorial on how to create an awesome image. It's just how to convert this into their background as well as the icon. I am not a graphic designer, but I do know how to convert the images for Steam. So I have already downloaded the tool. Just download it wherever. So I'm going to open it up, and I have a picture already that I have placed in my VHE Tutor folder. It's a screenshot I took of the mod. Well, it's not even a mod, but just a map that I have been working on. This is from my button tutorial. So real quick, we're going to go into our mod folder, and we're going to create 2 folders. We're going to create one called Resource, if it's not already there, and then we're going to create another folder in here called Background. And this is where the picture files are going to go, and this Steam Splash Creator will ask you. So we'll hit Load Image, and I'm already in the VHE Tutor folder. You might need to browse to your folder. So I'm going to select the image, and it gives you a little preview, and then I'm going to hit Make Splash. And this is a really ancient browsing window, so it won't even let you create a new folder. So that's why we created the folder first. So I'm going to navigate to my Steam library, and then Half-Life, and then VHE Tutor, Resource, Background. I'm going to say OK. And you can see it's adding the files. It's creating them. And it is done. And that's all we have to do. We don't have to do anything else for this process. Once we open the mod, it will show up. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create the icon file, which turned out to be very complicated. I wouldn't say complicated, but very specific. It will only work with certain file formats and names. And I found this tutorial on the whole Half-Life that helped me with this. So I will also link this in the description. So what we're going to do for this, we don't need to use anything. There's nothing to download here. And I'm going to create it using Paint, so you don't have to worry about downloading Photoshop or anything. We don't have to create any TGA files. We can actually use a PNG file. So this is what I'm going to do. This is the photo that I want to use for my Steam library icon. And it's going to be shrunk quite a bit. So you don't want it to be too intricate looking. Like, this would probably be better than the text. You won't be able to read the text, but this isn't a real mod, so I'm just going to choose this anyway. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit edit, and it will open up in Paint. And so what I'm going to do is, and according to this, we need to name it icon name underscore big, and it has to be 16 by 16 pixels. So we will hit this resize button, and I'm going to switch pixels, and I'm just going to type 16, and it's going to make both of them 16 by 16. And look how tiny that looks. I mean, even if we zoom in, it just kind of looks like a pixelated mess. So you can't really see the words. So I would stick to very simple images for this. But anyway, we're going to go File, Save As. And we're going to put it right in the mod folder. So Half-Life VHE Tutor. And I'm just going to call it VHE Tutor underscore big, because that is what, and I'll just say yes to this. That is what it requires us to do. But it doesn't have to be TGA. And I can't, I didn't want to have to require you to use Photoshop or Paint.net even, so PNG files are going to work. So we're going to go into our mod folder. We're going to right click on liblist.gam. And if you followed my previous tutorial on the nice to have tool, on the must have tools, and one of the nice to haves was Notepad++, so I'm going to open it in Notepad++, and we're going to add one line. We're going to add icon, space, and then the name of the file without the underscore big. We just go icon vhetutor, and we're doing that because that is the name of the icon file without the big. So if you named yours white underscore big.png, you would just put white. So I'm going to Control S to save that, and then I can close that. And I don't need this anymore, but I'm going to leave it here just because. And so now I'm going to open Steam. All right, we're in my Steam library now, and as you can see, we have the little icon here, and it's got the white corners because we did not fill in the background with anything, and transparency was lost. So if you don't want that white background, you will need to fill it with a black background yourself. So let's also hit play, and we'll see what the background looks like. All right, and as you can see, we have this screenshot as our background. And I like to play on the crazy resolution of 1024 by 768. Don't ask me why, it's just kind of an old habit. But if you did play this in 1080 or 1440p or whatever, it would stretch the image to that size. So, yeah, that's how you make an icon in a splash screen for your mod. So that is it for this video, kind of a short and sweet one. That was part 4. Be on the lookout for my next videos. I got more tutorials coming and don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So thank you for watching and hope you have a good day.